Young nigga dreaming, yeah, young nigga living. Young nigga focused, yeah, young on the mission. Heard you be hurting and crying about bitches. Heard as the money know all of my digits. Me and my guy get the bread and some pictures. You and your guy full of bitches and snitches. Say you gon' slide, but I know that you didn't. Say you gon' ride, but you scared of the ticket. I pray to God and just wait on my ticket. I cash it in and turn it to $1 million. I cash it in and turn it to $1 million.
Welcome to Chimetime! It's Kales. Make sure you follow my YouTube, link down in the description below.
It's your boy Jalen.
It's your girl Zari.
Hey, and welcome to Chimetime.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Today is our first segment of Chimetime, which is going to be the new podcast on the channel, where it's going to be for the youth, the younger people who really don't get their voice heard as much. This is a platform for all of us to voice our opinion on real world questions and things that we don't usually get our voice heard about unless it's on our social media. So therefore, that's what Chimetime about. We're gonna run it up. We're gonna have other people of our age group on here, and then we're gonna do what we do.
Yep, and right now we have different age groups right now, and we have different experience on relationships, different backgrounds when it comes to relationships. So basically everybody just talk about their opinion. We have a conversation, agree to disagree, talk about the main topics, the hot topics, the stuff like he said they don't want us to talk about. It doesn't matter because we're younger. It matters on this platform. So we want to hear you guys' opinions. So if you have any things that y'all want us to address that y'all feel like we don't get to talk about enough, just go ahead and drop it down in the comments and we'll definitely do a segment on it. So let's get started. So today's topic is relationships, as we said.
Relationships.
So
I got something to say. Yes, sir.
So you go ahead and start off. We got a few questions we're gonna start off with.
All right, so I'm gonna start off simple. What do y'all feel are 3 main dynamics that should be in a relationship today?
Trust, loyalty, respect.
Okay.
I rock with that. I rock with that. So I'm gonna say respect, because that's a big thing, especially how keyword he said today. So we're gonna definitely say respect is a big thing nowadays, because folks don't respect each other like we should. So like, respect for sure.
Toxic.
Definitely need to have trust.
Trust is the number one thing you need.
Like
you don't have trust. I mean, this is not a relationship, to be honest with you.
So I'm gonna go with.
So everybody
trust.
agrees with Jalen.
Yeah, we basically agree with him, but I'm gonna go with trust. Respect was my number one, and compassion.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because everybody's so different. So everybody feel different about different things, and you can't just go into a relationship based off of how Johnny used to act and Mike act totally different.
Yeah.
You need more compassion.
Okay, so mine will probably be trust, loyalty, and some sort of friendship. I feel like if you have a friendship,
we should have said that because we friends.
I feel like if you have a friendship, it makes the relationship so much stronger and better.
Dang. Okay, so I'm gonna say friendship, loyalty, and understanding. Because you must understand your partner. You must build a friendship with them to fully, I feel personally, to fully succeed in having a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
So
I agree with everybody, to be honest.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a good question. What are 3 things y'all feel are the main things that people do that in relationships now?
One thing that I
toxicity. That's the number one. Everything is toxic nowadays. And it's so globified that toxic is the right way.
Yeah, people want to be.
And then they be posting like, oh yeah, he know not to play with me, or I hit him. That's toxic.
Or he know I'm crazy for real.
Like
social media.
Social media is a big. No. Real talk.
Them boy be like, don't mess with me unless you want to be in a toxic relationship. What?
Yeah, and I've seen some couples post videos of them like.
I'm letting y'all know that's not cute.
I've seen some couples post videos of them cursing each other out and then they laughing at the end. That's not funny.
It's not funny. Because
he calling her the B word and all. That's not funny.
So with that being said, one of the number one things that in relationships now is respect. Folks don't respect each other.
Yep.
At all.
Okay. They don't respect each other. People don't trust each other. Everybody's in a relationship. We know we together. We don't trust each other for real, but we like halfway in and 1 foot out. Like, we can't. It don't work like that. What else y'all feel like?
Let me touch on this because I feel like I'm talking trash. I'm gonna talk my trash real quick.
Talk your trash.
Number one thing I feel that ends relationships today is self-sabotage.
Yeah, I agree.
People self-sabotage themselves and the people around them, and then I'm not even gonna talk about the people around. I'm gonna stick in relationship. People literally self-sabotage their relationship and then blame it on the other person. That's toxic. If you're the cause of something, or that same thing. But if you're the cause of something, don't just sit there and try to blame it on the other person. Don't work like that.
If you're the cause of the problem, what you need to do is y'all need to acknowledge the problem.
Hello.
You know, show remorse for the problem that you caused, and move on from it and stop remove on. That's the key word. Actually forgive and move on.
Exactly.
Like, actually
don't forgive for the moment, and then when y'all get in a fight 5 months later, you remember that thing you did?
I don't want to hit. Didn't you say you forgave me? I don't want to hit.
It's not real.
They
love doing that. Bring it back up 5 months. I thought we done left that in the past. Why are you bringing it back up?
Another thing, people, and I'm gonna hop on females real quick. We can have a debate. It's cool.
It's cool.
Females ask for stuff that they don't want out of a man, and then when they attract someone who embodies what they claim they want, they don't want them. So therefore,
that's part of the self-sabotage.
Yep, that is part of self-sabotage. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Because sometimes
all the people who think they slick, we see you.
But males do that too. So
everybody do that. It's because sometimes people feel like, okay, this happened to me before, so it's bound to happen again. So I'm going to automatically go ahead and blame you for it now because I feel like you're going to do it, or it's going to happen.
You can't.
Mike is different from John. Okay? I mean,
it's not the same, yo. You can't. No, heck no.
Keep the same mindset. It's gonna help you.
So let me ask
I totally agree.
So let me. Well, anybody else got a question?
Well, with that being said, I would like to add that we are in a relationship. So.
Yes, they're in a relationship. All right, so let me. Okay, we're gonna have to slap this at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
She about to write us up.
I'm gonna explain it.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't look at it.
You ready? All right, I'm gonna explain something real quick. Okay, I'm single. She's single. They're in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm 19.
I'm
She's
17.
I'm 20.
I can speak for myself.
I'm 19.
My bad.
He's about to be 20, so, and I'm about to be 21. So, should we just claim our new ages? Or?
Well, I'm about to be 18.
I'm
October 31st.
I'm about to be 20 in a year, so.
No, you're 19 then, because we're going on this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm 19. What is a deal breaker in a relationship that will make you walk away, or if you're in the talking stages with someone, make you not pursue an actual relationship with that partner?
Like, continue to go further.
If I take you serious, I expect you to take me serious.
All right. Yup.
Like, you're on social media liking everybody's pictures. That's like you're entertaining them. That's what you're doing. So I don't really like that.
Okay.
You talk to me or you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm just dating around."
I'm not ready yet.
Or it's just social media. They love saying that. It's just social. Like, no, you like Susie. That's why you like her picture. And you thought she was cute. Otherwise, you wouldn't like Susie's picture.
And another thing.
Now, unless you just like a Susie picture because her outfit was fly, and I agree. I mean,
I'm gonna throw something out there before I name what my deal breaker is.
I would
get with someone you are compatible with. If you with someone and how can I put this? Okay, let me use Jalen as an example. Jalen said if you out there liking everybody pick, if you one of the people where you don't feel like that's serious enough, if you don't feel like that's serious to the point where it's something that should be voiced, don't get with someone who feels like that is something that should be voiced. Because it's going to cause conflict for no reason. Get with someone you're compatible with. Make sure y'all on the same accord as to what y'all want. Now, my deal breaker. You have to be conscious.
Ooh.
got to be conscious. Cause there's stuff going on out here and people act like they don't see nothing. I'm not one of them people. So therefore, and if you say if I want to go hard on something, if you don't want to go hard on it with me, at least support me in me going hard. And what I mean by stuff out here that is going on that no one's talking about, I'm gonna start off something light. I ain't gonna hit you. I'm gonna start y'all something light. I'm not gonna jar y'all real quick with something.
Weird to go
So
back to the question.
I'm gonna just let y'all know off rip. This virus, I ain't gonna say the name cause I know how YouTube work. This virus ain't what they say. Okay? It's real, it's hurting people, but it's not what they say. So therefore, do your own research. Stop listening to the news. Stop listening to the government.
Hashtag real research.
Hashtag real research. Come on now. Do your own research. I don't care if your mom said, oh my God, 2 planes is about to come hit our house. Go do your own research. I don't care. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Do your own research. So that way you can at least validate it. Let me tell you what doing your own research will do. Doing your own research will either validate what someone told you, or it'll bring you to an understanding that that person was wrong and this was really going on. So if you feel like you want to be a sheeple all your life, that's cool. I don't care. I'm not one of them. So either do your real research or take what people say wholeheartedly and live blindly. I don't care. It is what it is. I mean,
It's just a deal breaker for him.
Yeah, you have to be conscious. I'm not. No, heck no.
All right.
Okay, so my deal breaker, it's kind of hard because I feel like people make mistakes.
Yeah.
But a deal breaker for me, well, I have a couple. But the number one is cheating. You cheat once, I'm never coming back. I don't care how much I love you. I don't care how much I'm obsessed with you. What we read on my chart.
Yeah.
Apparently, I obsess over people, which not yet, but hopefully never. But I don't care how much I obsess over you. Cheat once, that's it. I just go in there.
To go talk to somebody else.
Yeah.
You didn't think.
I say, so you obviously don't feel I'm worthy enough of your time, so I'll go find somebody else.
Okay, so my deal breaker is. What is my deal breaker? Honestly, my deal breaker is just disrespect. You know, especially when before you allowed certain things and things that you allowed before you would never even go for now, like a whole different mindset. It would be naive of me to just be like, okay, well, you know, it's a little disrespect. I'm gonna just let it slide. I don't do disrespect because you disrespect me. That show me how you really feel about me.
That's true.
So if you feel that way about me,
That's
you
true.
need to be with me. You know,
That's
period.
True.
And that's that on that, for real.
That's it. All right, so let me ask y'all a question, because this is a sad truth about, especially in our peer group, 25 and under, I'm going to say, how y'all feel about people hitting females in relationships? Domestic violence. Put it like that. Domestic violence.
You gotta be weak-minded.
Domestic violence. How do you guys feel about domestic violence?
Start over.
From both sides.
Just start with saying whole sentence because she was looking at me.
Now the next question is gonna be about something that is a sad truth that is too often in our peer group.
That is being glorified on social media or being portrayed as funny or interesting.
Yep. Is it okay to physically harm your partner or do domestic violence on any party, female or male? Do y'all think it's okay?
See, I don't think it's okay. But if there's a certain instances where you have to like maybe restrain somebody because they're like going bananas or bonkers, and you're not just going to like sit there and just like let somebody, you know, physically abuse you. But technically, some people look at that as physical abuse. Like, you shouldn't have touched at all. You should have kept your hands to yourself, hands down. Like, some people look at.
I thought you meant like your partner's trying to fight and you trying to break it up.
No.
Oh, my
like,
bad.
y'all
I'm
fighting
tripping.
each other, but she going bonkers, and you just like, yo, chill, whatever. And she's swinging at you, and you just have to like pin her down or restrain her. You gonna let somebody beat you up? I mean, you just let somebody abuse you.
That's true.
I don't have to hit you to tell you like, all right, chill. Like, if I sit here and keep saying stop, that'd be great. chill.
Yeah, nah, that
I
ain't
need
working.
you to chill out. That's I don't feel like there's nothing wrong
You
with
have
that.
to use some type of force to calm you down. You don't have to.
Let me put it
hit
like
the
this.
person.
Now, if you're in an instance
Exactly.
where you know this person, and if you know that if you just do this, that person gonna take it to level 1,000. Don't touch it at all.
Yeah.
Just don't touch each other at
Start
all.
grabbing
Try to get, but
weapons. Do
now,
not.
some people feel like you might need a tagger. I personally don't feel like that. That's your business. But I'm gonna let you know one thing. If you have to physically get into an altercation with your partner,
Y'all don't
and
need to
you
be
know
together.
the
That's
potential
number
is
one.
there for it to happen again, leave them.
I
What
said
is the
y'all
point
do
of
not
staying
need
with
to
them?
be together.
If
If
you
y'all
hit a
gonna
female,
fight.
you weak.
If
Let me-
y'all gonna
let me
grab
say this, though.
weapons on
Let me
each
say
other
this, though.
all the time.
Let me
like,
say
no.
this. In my relationship, even though I'm not in one, but in my relationship, I'm your king, you my queen. If you try to swing on me, cause I don't even do yelling for real. If you want me to be serious, so if you try to swing on me, that's gonna be a big strike, and that's gonna put you up on the chopping block. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I'm not about to hit you back. You're not about to try and put me in jail. I'm not going for none of that. I got stuff going on for myself. I'm not going for none of that. So don't hit me. I'm not gonna hit you. So don't hit me. Keep it pushing. What's
Okay,
that?
me being an aggressive person in general, I still don't feel like it's good to come at people and hit them because I don't hit people, but I am a more aggressive female. But I don't just haul off and hit anybody because that's not cool.
All right, I'm gonna start with that because it's a very touchy subject. So,
Boom! All right, good.
I'm gonna chime in on this one.
Sit
So,
back. I can't see
The
anybody.
next question is a very touchy subject that has definitely increased over time.
We get spicy with it today.
During
I hope
our
y'all know.
age group. And the reason why I say it's touchy because from a female perspective, I have two sides of this. Now, teenage pregnancy is not a secret. It was always a thing,
Yep.
but it's been increased over time. And
Yep.
it's starting to seem like it's just a trend to just post that, oh, I'm pregnant, or just to post every step of your child's life, but not really wanting to be a part of it. It just seemed like something that you just want to do for social media because you seen Sally get pregnant like last year. And it seemed like she gets more likes on her posts and stuff.
Yep.
That's what it seemed like is going on. Now, I do feel like there is a handful, there's two hands, I feel like there's one handful of folks that are getting pregnant because they see other people do it or because they feel like it's a trend and it's more accepted.
Yep, I
And
swear.
They won't, even if your family give you backlash, at least social media got me. Like, no.
Yeah.
That's
You can't turn
I
social
do-
media.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a handful of that. Now, on the other perspective, females. That's just one conversation by itself.
Yeah.
Now, there's an area where you have people who feel like, okay, if I have a kid, this will fill whatever void that you're having in your life at that time.
Yeah, like if you're depressed, some people
Somebody-
think kids will make it
I
better.
would love somebody
in
to
some
actually love
states,
me.
it does. In
Yeah.
some states, it makes it worse. So
Where it's like, okay, well, I finally have something that I know will give me unconditional love. People
Oh,
look at
yeah.
stuff differently. They lost somebody, so they feel like this is that gaining that person back or whatever. Then there's also the part where, females just go through stages where they just want kids for real. So at one point, if you act on that emotion, I mean, there you go. People have to learn not to really react off emotions because at one point, of course, you're going to go through phases where you're like, oh, kind of want a baby, kind of don't.
say
Yeah.
every female goes through that. It's called baby fever.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through
You
that.
gotta be. Whew.
But don't
That
just
ain't no
take it
joke.
such to heart because you just have to evaluate your situation, evaluate what's going on. Is your body ready for that? Is your mind ready for that? Not just do it because the younger you do it, the less developed your body is. So now you're stumping your growth, and people are doing it and not even financially stable.
Exactly.
Don't do something if you can't financially fully do it without
You gotta
stressing
ask
yourself
Granny.
out.
There's
Granny,
people.
you got diapers?
Yo, there's people out here be like, dang, I'm the only one out of my set of friends that's not pregnant.
Oh.
And they be saying it as if it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
What? Are you, bruh?
And
You have to be.
just because. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you good?
But just because you don't have kids and your friends do not make you better than them because you don't know if they might be ready to be parents at this age. Everybody
Exactly.
different, so don't be
Exactly.
like, oh well, I'm about to go have my hot girl summer while you in the house.
Exactly.
Like,
Toxic.
shorty might want to be in the house with her kid. changing diapers. Mind your business.
Exactly.
Everybody different. You see, that's the oppression. I feel like that's when social media comes into play that make everything so swarmy when it comes to every topic, because you thinking like, you got people on social media acting like just because I ain't got kids, so how y'all think the people who are mothers feel about those posts?
Yeah.
And in most instances, with birth control, it don't really work for real.
Yeah, not really.
We was all born, all three of us, we all had the same mom. Our mom had all three of us on
birth
different
control.
types of birth control.
So
it ain't
Birth
like a
control is
specific
actually not
one.
good for the female body either.
But that's another topic.
Yeah.
We gonna get
But
into that
sometimes, yeah, that's what I said. Some instances they had it, but they were on birth control, so you can't really fault them for that because they thought birth control was gonna work.
And if you're meant to be here, you're gonna be here.
I say, if God meant for you to be here, you're gonna be here regardless. So it really doesn't matter.
You can't get all day.
Just don't have a kid just because, oh, Sally got a kid, so I won't be like Sally. No.
Okay, so next
It's gonna be
question.
steamy.
This question, next question, we about to go crazy with it. But this question, right? Why does it seem like our generation doesn't have no reaction when it comes to catching STDs?
From your lover.
Come on, can we go crazy?
I think everybody need a drink for that.
Yeah, everybody take a sip.
Yeah.
So I feel like in general, people be like, oh, I got a one night stand, I got an STD, it's cool, because, I knew I was out there being greasy, oh well. But when it's time to be in a relationship, it's like, okay, your partner gave you an STD and it's cool. Let's go down the list of why that's not cool. One, you cheated. Two, that means you slept with somebody else and you slept with me and you slept with both of us the same way. We'll start off with that. Then, you don't respect neither one of us, so
at all.
Yep.
At this point, it's over, and people take this love thing, and I feel like people take love and loyalty to such a strong point to where it don't make sense no more.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
I swear.
Like, it is not making sense. It's not okay because you're with a partner that he gave you STD, but I love him for real, and he said he's sorry.
Talking about your health here.
People say they sorry for kicking you in the ankle on accident, like not for giving you an STD.
Exactly.
Yeah, because some STDs you can't take away, and some of them you're gonna live with for the rest of your life, and some of them is gonna kill you faster.
So with that being said, I know somebody to where it was their partner gave them their previous partner gave them an STD, so they would end up in a new relationship, and because that person was okay with the fact she had that STD. It was almost to where now I'm gonna treat you bad because I know you got an STD and I'm gonna stay with you only because you're the only one that's ever gonna accept it. So we're just gonna be toxic to each other because I got this STD and you know, and you probably got it.
That's nuts. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Another example,
What's that?
I know a female where she willingly knew that this person was sleeping with somebody else, got the other person pregnant, might I add. And that was just totally okay with her. Oh, we're not together for real, so it don't matter. How did it don't matter when this person was doing the same thing to you that they was doing to them? She just got pregnant and you didn't. So that's like
nuts.
mad nasty.
That's like
Too much fluids.
That's oh boy, you made me jump on my skin just now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And I feel like the problem is social media desensitized so much stuff to where people feel like everything is okay. Everything is accepted. Like, yeah, that's cool. Like, yeah, I got an STD, but I'm going to get rid of it for real. Or, like, heart my post if you ain't got no STD. Like,
What?
Y'all
It shouldn't be that
like
frequent.
50 of y'all out of the 100 lying, but it's okay.
Yeah.
The problem is that everybody just want to show face for social media and be accepting and take this loyalty thing so hard. Be loyal to people who are loyal to you.
Thank you.
Point blank period.
Thank you. People
That's
Everybody
for
wanna go
relationships of any kind. Friendship, relationship. Be loyal to the people who are loyal to you. If they're not loyal to you, leave them.
A STD.
They're not worth your time.
You loving somebody is not worth you having an STD or being okay that someone gave you it or being okay that someone has it just because you let them.
Hold on, I got something to add to that.
You
I'm gonna
risk
let
your
you.
health for that, really?
Now,
Isn't that necessary? Is it? Like, you're talking about your health.
yeah, people out here worried about this virus, but out here got just as much STDs. People out here worried about catching that when they already caught something else that could potentially knock them off. Like, cool. But let me add something to what they said. They said be loyal to the people that's loyal to you. That is true. But be loyal to the people that is loyal to you and is accordance with where you're trying to go in life. Because somebody could be loyal to you down the ride and they toxic. But somebody could be loyal to you down the ride and they ain't got nothing going for themselves. Them boy could encourage you to the moon and back. But as soon as you go to try to encourage them, they self-sabotage and they ain't want nothing more for themselves. So therefore, I love you. Hey, right. I always wish the best for you, but you gotta get scissors. I gotta cut you off. There's nothing around that.
Scissors.
It is what it is. I mean,
so
hey,
you make it right, and this random person just hit you up. Oh, you don't hit me up, you don't talk to me anymore. What's up? Oh, I made it. All of a sudden, now you won't hit me up.
Exactly. I don't know.
No, I just moved on and I grew past our friendship.
Exactly.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you.
When I needed somebody, you was like,
you.
Hey.
But now you want $1. Like, no. What's that?
And then you like to bring a member. I was always down the ride.
Matter of fact, people don't even ask for money no more. People like, add me on IG Live. Add me on Instagram. Shout me out. Like, bro, people too clout hungry today. It's crazy. Don't make no sense. Now, get to the nitty gritty. Okay, so what we gonna do? A part of Chimetime, we just switch it up in the middle of rolling. We gonna add this as soon as we get on there. There's a lot of stuff that's possibly gonna change about the podcast. This is the first one. Y'all seeing it with happen live for y'all right in front of your eyes. Now, instead of us asking each other questions, we're going to have someone off camera ask us all the questions.
Say who you
from
are?
now on.
No, not in the beginning.
So, there we go.
We have a narrator.
Person off camera, can you give us the first question?
Hold on. I'm parched. Give me a second. Yeah.
Water break.
All right, go.
Okay. From a guy and a girl's perspective.
Yes.
If you first meet a person, attractive, looking good, body flowing, you're feeling vibes, you have that chemical connection, and within the conversation they tell you, I'm a virgin. Boom. Does that scare you? Or will that make you highly more attracted to the person to make you try to get the person a little harder? And will you ride it out if they tell you they're a virgin until they're ready?
It's still based on personality.
James?
Me first?
Yep.
I don't care. I'm a virgin, so it don't matter to me. It is what it is.
Okay, but what if you meet a girl, got every quality you need?
Yes, sir.
Just like you, wide awake,
Yes, sir.
attractive, like the game, the whole 9 yards.
Yes, sir.
But she's a hoe.
Ah! Are you willing to change for me, though?
That's Roman.
Because I don't care.
That's some man stuff right there.
I don't care
That's
about...
manly. I like that.
The only reason I want to know your past is because I want to know why you act the way you act.
Exactly. Everybody
I don't care about none of that. Are you willing to change for me? And are you willing to get in a relationship with me and build to where we can go somewhere and build our own empire? I don't care about none of that at all.
Period.
Kayla.
Ladies.
So for me,
That's gonna be the preview. I ain't gonna lie to you.
The reason we're doing this is because it could be a different perspective from a female meeting a virgin guy, which is very uncommon, versus, a guy meeting a girl that's a virgin. All of it's actually rare in y'all time and age, but either way, the attraction may be different. So how do you feel?
So for me, for me, when it comes to guys, I feel like that area in general, everybody's different when it comes to that area. So if you one of those people where it's like, okay, you a virgin, that don't bother me, cool, I ain't trying to trap nobody, I don't need nobody, like, people be like, oh, I want them obsessed with me, because everybody, stigma about your first one is like, you're gonna live with them, you're gonna be crazy with them forever, like, I don't really care about that for real, and I don't want you to do that anyway, so, if you, that's cool, we just gonna handle accordingly. And keep it pushing.
But if he's strictly not having sex until he get married, because that's exactly what's the perspective in his head, that you have to be a worthy mate.
Why didn't you ask me that? Why didn't you ask me that?
Hey, it's an open conversation.
Okay, well I'm gonna respond to you did. That honestly wouldn't bother me. That's how you feel. That's your belief. I'm gonna ask you why you feel that way. I need to know the reason behind it. If I feel like your reason behind it is really not validated, or you're doing it because somebody else told you, or somebody else would like that, I don't want that.
You mean like religious based?
If it's religious based, that's not
cancel
you.
it.
What do you want to do?
I'm spiritual. I'm not religious at all, so I'm not going for none of that.
So, what do you want to do? What does your body tell you to do? Not what you feel like what somebody told you how you should live.
Exactly.
What do you want to do?
Exactly.
And if I feel like you a confused person, I mean, we're not gonna do that anyway. Because I feel like if you don't really know what you want for real, I'm pretty clear and upfront and open about what I do and what I want. So I don't really have time for the confusion.
You want to elaborate?
Oh, nah. I'm gonna just reiterate what I said. I'm not religious. I am spiritual. We can hop into religion later on a different podcast, but I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. So if you wanting to save yourself for marriage based off of religion, it's not gonna work. But if you want to save yourself based off of you want to see if I'm loyal enough to you to make it happen, that's cool.
That's what you.
I'm up for the challenge. I'm down with that. That's your requirement. I aim to please in all aspects. So
everybody has the right to feel how they feel.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Do
you want to elaborate whether you are or aren't?
I am.
Okay, so how would you feel if a guy is highly sexually active and he decided to come and decide to date you, and you really feel everything in your soul feel about this guy? Are you gonna stay a virgin till you get married, or whatever your perspective of is why you're staying a virgin? Or for him, will you sacrifice your virginity for this person?
It depends.
Let me know.
It depends on how I feel about you and how you feel about me. But I'm not necessarily saving myself for marriage because, like, not that I don't. I say it's not that I don't want to get married, but like, kind of don't want to get married. So that would be like never. So we're not gonna do that. But it really just depends on who you are. Like, if you make me feel a certain way.
Well, lust can make anybody feel a certain kind of way. So what particular thing about that person would make you want to have your virginity taken away to that specific person?
I don't know. I never felt it before, so I don't know. It depends. It just depends.
Okay, Jalen, from your perspective, do you want to elaborate if you are or aren't?
I'm gonna just keep it simple.
Because you gotta think now. What you already probably know what you know.
Yeah.
Will you be able to date a female that is holding out for maybe a year or two, knowing what you know about that kind of situation? Or is it something that you would have to say, no, I can't compromise not doing that at all?
Well, it just depends on my personality. Well, my personality, I have to get to know you before I even touch base on that subject. So, and we have to be we both have to be ready before we even do that. So I'm not going to be like, oh, let's do it right now. I don't care if you're ready or not. That's being forceful. Kind of being like,
yeah, that's being forceful. See, and when you force something, that's when you throw it off.
Yeah.
Okay, just to finish up the conversation about virgins, do y'all think oral sex for a virgin is still sex?
Just want to get everybody just a reaction like,
So if you have somebody say, oh, I'm a virgin, I never did this, I never did that sexually. Oh, but I gave him oral sex, but I didn't have physical sex. Is that the same thing in your mind as you still have sex?
you touch bases on it, you know how I almost feel to be in that zone.
No.
Here's my thing, though.
What's your opinion, Jalen? Because you said no.
I disagree.
It's a different feeling.
Okay.
It's a way different feeling.
Okay. It's all right.
I can't believe it.
Go with somebody else.
James, you feel it's the same?
So my thing is, the whole virginity thing has to do with, I don't know.
So if a girl came and approached you and she told you she's a virgin, but she's experienced a lot of oral different things, you know.
Now, a lot is different than one.
There's
or
a
two.
couple of different oral type of things. So if she's experienced a lot of the different oral type of things,
I would have asked.
would you still see her in your eyes as an actual virgin, or would you see her as
But technically,
my thing is,
Okay, but slam, because why you ain't just do it by now? How many?
My whole thing is, when it comes to the virgin, it's like one of the situations on. I personally look at it as, have you done anything sexual with anybody else? Even though that might not be the technical term, that's just how I look
Okay,
at
let me ask the guys, because this might be a little more technical.
Talk your trash.
If you were to meet a girl, really vibing out, feel her to death when she told you she was raped, but she still consider herself a virgin, would you still consider herself a virgin?
Nope.
That's how the chapel gon' sound. I heard you like that pop, but you never do it. You put you in your pops in your cousin's store. You grew up on the block, that's the family unit. And one speak at the drop, know the family moving. I can't kiss on no chick, cause I know